last time we left off, you guys were escorted out of the crypt by Tark Veer, the former king of the giants that inhabited the Titan's Peak. He took you guys to the city, where he used one of his abilities on the crown to give you guys access. You guys went up to the castle, where you had a small meeting with Thracken, the Thunder's Fury, the outsider who had taken the crown from Tark Veer and blinded him and exiled him. Instead of negotiating and speaking with him, you guys chose to insult him and kick off a nice little fight. Eventually, he did yield to you all. He gave Thracken the Gem of Unity, which slotted into his Foehammer, and he gave Tark Veer back his crown before leaving and telling you guys not to follow him. So, as the thunderous footsteps of Tark Veer fade towards the entryway, you all pick yourselves up, beaten, broken, and bloody. But beaten, broken, and bloody, but victorious. You guys hurry to catch up. The giant king pauses for a moment before throwing open the double doors. The cool night air hits your face as you step out into the city. As you look at the terrace below you, there are about 30 to 40 giants gathered, waiting the results of their exiled king's return. As you guys all take up positions outside of the palace, Tark Veer strides to the topmost stair. He begins to address the crowd, and Levi begins to translate.
Children of the mountain, the outsider has been defeated by our new friends here. As the rightful king, I am reassuming my position, and if any of you take issue with this, step forward and prove yourself superior.
The crowd begins to stir and murmur for a few moments before one giant steps forward. He looks a little younger than Tark. He's got a full mane of black hair, chest-length beard. He's armed with a great two-handed sword, and he begins to ascend the stairs. Again, with Levi translating, he says,
My lord, you allowed outsiders to live amongst us. You lost a fair fight to a challenger, and you used the outsiders to regain your throne. I, Ranvos, son of Ranvoy, feel it is my duty to challenge your rule. So be it.
Tark Veer growls softly as he drops his massive walking stick beside him. He stomps loudly on the staircase. And then, almost faster than your guys' eyes can track, Ranvos makes a single strike with his sword. However, Tark Veer intercepts the strike, following it up with a crushing knee to the younger giant's abdomen that hurls him down the stairs. The giant king swiftly descends after him, delivering a colossal kick to the challenger's side as he was bringing himself back up. Rolling onto his back, Tark Veer then plants a knee into the chest of his fallen foe and strikes him 3 times in the face, bellowing, "Yield!" with each strike. Blood splatters with each strike, and chips of his teeth break and hit the ground. The king then stops and stands up. Catching his breath, he growls,
"Anyone else?"
The crowd stays silent. The king then speaks again.
"Bring me those who stood with the outsider when he challenged me. Leave this boy alone. Yinvar,"
he looks towards the crowd,
"escort our friends here to the guest house so they may rest. I will go find Cottontailius."
Tark Veer then turns to face you.
"My friends, go with Yin. He will take you to your quarters for the night, and I now go to find the one with the knowledge you desire, Metal Birdman," and he points to you, saying, "Thank you again. We will feast at first light."
You guys can hear his footsteps echo as he walks down the main thoroughfare of the city towards the gate. A smaller, kind of hunched giant approaches you guys, and again, with Levi translating, he goes,
"My friends, if you'd follow me, we haven't obviously had a chance to get it all ready, but hopefully it'll still do you guys well.
And he begins, without even seeing if you guys are following, he begins to go to the second terrace of the city. Are you guys following, or are you guys hanging out? What are you guys doing?
Yeah, I'll follow.
Yeah.
Before Taragvir left, Thracken bowed because he kind of forgot that he can't see.
Okay. Right. So as you guys follow Yin, he takes you probably 3 or 4 houses down on the second terrace. To you all, it's massive. The door's still probably 25 feet tall. You could fit a friggin' airship through this front door, but it's not. As he opens the door up, you guys can see that there's 2 giant-sized beds. Each one could probably fit 4 or 5 of you. There's a table in the middle, again, giant size. You guys would have to climb up probably a 10-foot chair to get up onto where you could sit at the table. But I mean, it seems rather clean. It doesn't show any signs of anyone having lived in it anytime recently. But as you all kind of enter into this building, Yin looks towards you.
Tarkvir will be back with you shortly. If you need anything else, just holler. I'm just the next house down. We'll bring you some food in a little bit. Is there anything else I could do for you?
Is it pretty chilly here in the mountains?
Yes, outside it is incredibly chilly.
Okay.
However, there's no snowfall.
Cool. No, I think we'll be all right until supper time.
Okay. I will see you at the morning's feast.
And he kind of half bows to you before shutting the door. Arms of the Kraken, the floor is yours.
It's an interesting feller. How you guys feeling?
Cole, why did you ask for a blanket?
Fairly exhausted.
Well, I would assume they have blankets in here.
Yes, the beds have blankets, they have pillows. Again, it's all kind of giant size, so maybe you should have asked for a napkin or something like that. There is a fireplace.
Handkerchief I could sleep in.
Say again?
Do you have a handkerchief I could sleep in?
There is a fireplace. It looks like they have almost an entire tree fit into there as firewood. It is unlit currently though.
I go over and light it immediately.
Okay. Summoning your Fangs of the Fire Snake, you whip your hand out and thrust your fist into the kindling and the wood, and very shortly after, there is a roaring fire going in the fireplace. A few moments later, the entire temperature of the room kind of increases. You guys no longer feel that kind of high altitude cold nip on the back of your neck.
Well, guys, that's one down, 4 more to go. I appreciate your help helping me get that Unity Stone.
What other clans are left?
Well, there's the one we ran into on the train. That was, oh shoot, the snakes.
The White Scars.
The White Scars, that's right.
I like how he never gets it right.
The White Fangs. He's just gonna come up with a different name for that clan every time.
There you go.
The pale streaks.
That's
But
pretty.
yeah, there's them, and for some reason I just can't remember the names of the other ones right now.
So there's the Marauders to the south. They're one of the smallest clans. They operate on the seas. They pillage kind of the coastal towns. There's the Clan of Clouds, which you guys have already met. There's the Fangs of Blood, which kind of inhabit the area around Barad. And then there's a clan that you have never met before, that is kind of up in the northern area, around a Pondmont and stuff like that.
So yeah, there's all them. 1 down, 4 to go. Yeah, I really do. Appreciate you guys helping. Means a
You're
lot.
absolutely welcome. But are we any closer to figuring out whatever the hell the Shadow the Hag was talking about?
Oh, I'm not sure this had anything to do with that.
No, this is like we're waiting for the potion and stuff, the preparation
Yeah, you guys
for
had.
that one.
It was going to take 10 days to brew the potion that would help you guys when you return to the city. And Saint had wanted to come up and learn the knowledge of the giant runes, and you guys had run into the Orcish clan, so you guys have burned 3 out of the 10 days.
Yeah, I think in the morning, after everything's settled here, maybe we go talk to Uncle Axe and kind of update him. Then we can head back. If
How's
that's
that work?
agreeable.
Yeah, I mean whatever you need to do.
Yeah, I'm up
You
for
and Saint.
whatever. Take the lead.
All right. Sounds good. Hey, I did want to ask you guys something. Did you notice anything funny towards the end of that kerfuffle there? With,
Big man.
yeah, big blue man.
What do you mean?
Other
Well,
than the fact that he was
I-
blue.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's a big blue giant, but did you see him, like, shimmer when he yelled for
I
us to
saw
stop?
No, there's this weird number that dictates that I didn't see it.
No, that's
I wouldn't know
interesting.
anything
That's
about that though.
Yeah,
That's a
God said I
conversation
couldn't
for
see
another
anything
time.
weird about him, so
We'll get more into that later, but he kind of shimmered and kind of looked a little bit like a dragon. At least that's what I saw. I don't know
Like
if
a
you
what
guys
now?
saw that. Like a dragon.
I do think I saw some scales.
Yeah.
I'm trying my hardest. I can't even remember.
Yeah, he looked like a blue dragon. Can dragons like morph into other things?
Would I have
Yeah.
read about that?
I mean, you can make a history check for me. A 14? Again, like, you haven't, like, done a whole bunch of, like, focused research on dragons or anything like that. So all you know of are, like, the tall tales that are told, you know, around campfires at night. But they say that dragons can do all kinds of things. They can shape change. They hoard gold. They freaking, you know, kill without purpose. They are all greedy. They, you know, just any like myth about dragon that you guys have just randomly heard people telling and stuff like that without like actually getting in and doing research. That's kind of the general knowledge that you know.
I mean, there's quite common wives' tales about shape-changing dragons.
Then it's
Not
decided
sure.
he's a dragon.
Not sure why a dragon would want to be a blue giant.
Bored.
Yeah, he did say he was getting tired of being king already. Maybe he was just bored and wanted to do something.
What a psycho.
Yeah, maybe we should have followed him, finished him off.
Well, if
Maybe
it
not.
was a dragon, would we have been able to stand a chance?
I don't think so.
I mean, I've never fought a dragon, but once again, I say to you,
Yes, you have fought a dragon.
I
I
mean,
thought we fought a
You
very
fought.
young
You
dragon.
fought 2 little baby
Small
dragons.
one.
Very young
Saint,
dragon.
Saint and I will always go fight a dragon. So
Dragon, did you get hit in the head? You seem like you don't remember a lot of things.
I mean, I get hit in the head all the time. It's very possible. There's, you know, the pure rage keeps me going.
Do we need to get you help?
Yeah, I know a therapist I could hook you up with.
Nah, I'll be all right. We'll figure all that out later.
Hey, Levi, could you do me a favor and check up on the house, right, Sylvie?
I'll pull out the paper.
Okay. Scribbled across it, it does say, "Oh, Levi, it is so good to hear from you. I was getting incredibly worried. I was about to go give Caldor a piece of my mind. Glad to know you're safe. Give everyone hugs for me. XOXO, Sylvie."
I just immediately walk over to Grimm and give them a hug. And then I walk over to Thracken and then I give him a hug without saying anything and start
Aw.
hugging everyone.
Are you okay, Levi?
Oh, that was
My arms are
lovely.
out, just waiting.
Oh, that's
Good.
Sylvie.
Oh. Why didn't you say that?
Oh, I don't know.
But hey, maybe.
Do you need
Levi
a hug?
just wanted a hug too.
Sure.
I'll give you a hug.
What am I doing again?
It's been a rough couple days, buddy. You should probably take a nap.
She says the house is fine. Or at least that was. Hold on. How about now? As I write in. Is everything still okay? I write in the paper.
Okay. You write it on the paper. It does the little arcane burn. You wait for a few minutes, but you don't get a response. It is a little bit past midnight now, so she might be asleep.
The house is burned down.
I don't believe you.
I don't like that you said that.
I mean, she's probably, or she's asleep. It's one or the other.
I'll assume that. I hope, God damn it, what the hell's his name? Corwin's fitting in over there.
Olson?
Yep.
Are you guys hungry? I'm starving.
I was gonna say, just as you're about to say that, you guys hear, like a thunderous knock at the door.
Who is it?
It's Yen. I brought you guys some food.
Oh yeah, come on in. Come on in.
That obviously translated through Levi.
Yeah.
But again, the
I'm
kind of
doing-
hunched over giant, like, walks up and he's got this, for him, it's a very small platter that, like, fits in just the middle of his palm. But it's, like, the size of, like, a normal size, like, eating table. And he, like, sets it down and there's, what appears to be, the hindquarters of a mammoth that has been, like, slow roasted, over a fire. It's incredibly, like, tender. The meat's almost, like, falling off the bones.
Ooh.
Yin's like, "We don't have any of that tall rabbit food right now." And he looks over and you guys can see Hareson just, like, passed out on top of the, one of the beds right now.
Doesn't look to be a problem.
Yeah, we can
Oh, no,
throw
it'll
this
be
guy in the
alright.
kitchen and cook him up.
What?
That
What?
was a joke.
Oh, okay.
Don't cook people while they're asleep. That's rude.
That is pretty
Yeah,
good.
Matt. We ate Harrison in the last session.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to roll the new character.
Thank you, though. This smells really, really delicious.
Metal Man, I haven't seen Torokvir, but he should be back shortly.
Thank you for the food.
He, like, nods his head awkwardly a whole bunch and then eventually just, like, leaves.
I'm digging in.
My cheeks are already stuffed, and I'm like, oh, I've never had mammoth before. This is great.
As you guys finish your meal, is there anything any of you guys would like to do before bed, or you guys just gonna head that way?
Guess just sleep, yeah. Oh, well, actually, I'd like to do my little attempt here at the.
Just do investigation.
All right. 19.
19, I believe that counts as
Yeah.
a success.
Okay, yep, it's 17 is the success.
So as you begin kind of getting into it, you look over and you can see Levi, just completely like caked in blood, as well as Nim, like dragging themselves over kind of by the fire to begin a little stealth session. And as you shake your head, you start pulling your tools out and begin like cranking on some of the needles inside of the mask and stuff like that. Eventually you do manage to get one of them loose. And as you start like studying it, it appears to be like almost like a hypodermic needle. It's hollow on the inside. It's incredibly sharp. Even after the week or so that it's been rustling around inside of your pack. But that's about all you get in the hour or so that you spend
Nice.
tonight.
Okay, that's all for me. Unless you'd allow me to make some ammo.
Yeah, go for it. How much are you trying to make?
I was gonna make 10 pistol rounds.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your Tinker Tools check.
So 19.
19. Okay. You go ahead and make twice the ammo you're trying to.
Sick. And that cost how much gold again? I think.
For the revolver is 5 gold per round. So for 20 rounds, it was
100.
100 gold. So subtract 100 gold and add 20 rounds.
Woot woot.
All right, Mr. Levi. Are you attempting to teach some stealth here?
Yes, I am.
All right.
If people want it, I will do it. But you guys have to pay attention this time because it doesn't seem like you guys are.
I think
I
it's
like
just
take
Nim.
my forefinger and thumb and I like spread my eyes like I'm looking, I'm watching.
All right.
So I believe
So-
it's a performance check.
Yeah, I think that's what. But at a -4 because of my special expertise that you gave me or whatever. For what's it called? The tattoo stuff. So.
Very nice. You definitely passed. So go ahead and make your stealth check with advantage.
Cha-ching.
Pancake.
That is a +4.
I think your DC is 15 for this.
That is perfect because I got a 15 exact.
If it meets, it beats. So go ahead and add 1 out of 10 for your stealth training.
Just throw that in my notes.
If it meets, it beats is crazy. I've never heard
You haven't heard that before?
No.
Huh. All right. So as Dez is over there trying to figure out what's going on with the mask for about an hour, and then constructing ammo for the next hour, you're going over with Nim, how to be quieter, what makes good cover, what's cover versus concealment, how to muffle his footsteps when he walks, how to walk on the balls of his feet. And for the first time in the entire time that you've been teaching these classes, you feel like the knowledge is actually starting to sink in. You're seeing a little bit of improvement.
It's all because I don't have
better.
a rabbit to distract us.
Maybe I'm better at smaller classes, but you are natural at this, my friend.
Give him a big thumbs up.
All right. Yeah. Is there anything else anyone else would like to do for?
Yeah,
You
I
go
wanted
bed
to.
for tonight.
We kind of got here and just got straight down to business. I just kind of wanted to meander the town, sightsee.
Okay. I'm gonna remind you real quick.
Mhm.
It's like with the 2 hours spent doing that, it's probably getting to be like 2 in the morning. If they're waking you guys up at sunrise, you're getting real close to not being able to take the benefits of a long rest.
Okay.
Do you still want to go out and meander, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
So as you We'll just say that you're doing it in the 2 hours that everyone else is doing their thing. You manage to slip out of the door, back out into the cold. The later it gets, it seems that the temperature is dropping. The first thing that you do notice is that there's a large group of giants that are kind of meeting on the third tier of the city, kind of near the gate. Other than that, it appears as though most of them are sleeping or off doing other duties.
Cool.
Is there somewhere you want to go? Is there...
Oh, I just wanted to check out the town. See if there's any, like, cool, like, I don't know, fountains?
Fountains? Okay, so...
I don't know, this is the first thing that popped in my head.
I got you. Being out here, you can see that the city itself is incredibly bare bones. The vast majority of the buildings seem to be built for concealment. They're built into natural formations, like into the side of the wall and stuff like that. So without people like being outside and actually doing things, it's hard to tell what buildings are what, or even if you're like looking at a building or just a rock on the side of the mountain. But the city is built again into like 3 terraces with those massive kind of staircases that go up each of the terraces, and that's the only thing that really looks kind of out of place and man-made, besides the giant doorway that goes into the palace, and then obviously the wall that goes around the lower parts of the city.
Cool. I bet the entire city has a real nice view though. Because this is up in the mountains, right?
Yeah, this is at the very, like, pinnacle of the tallest peak in the Western Range.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can look outwards away from you, and you can see, even though it's dark, you can still, with the moon up in the sky, see the valleys. You can see all the other peaks. You can see the area where the forest stops due to altitude, and everything just kind of becomes like rocky shrubland. I don't think you've ever been up this high before.
Mm-mm.
The last thing that I will note is that as your 2 hours of kind of wandering around and exploring is done, you can see about 7 giants leave the gate outside of the wall and head out of the city.
Was a Turok with him?
Make a investigation check for me real quick.
Okay. $14.
14. It's really hard to tell. You're up on the second terrace, and again, this is just kind of something you're seeing out of the corner of your eye.
Okay. Cool.
All right, with that, you enter back into your quarters for the night. You can see Levi and Nim wrapping up their stealth session. You see Dez just kind of dropping pistol rounds into the bandolier that is wrapped around his chest. And Saint, are you just in low power mode, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm resting now.
Okay. Saint's just kind of a little bit off the front door. You can see he's like pulled into himself in his little like kind of owl haunch. And it's every once in a while his head just goes from left to right with this mechanical whirring motion. If there's nothing else you guys would like to do, you guys all begin falling asleep slowly. The wounds of your last several battles aching, you guys are sore, but the experience is making each of you stronger. If you guys would like to now roll your hit points for your level, you guys can go ahead and do that.
Yeah, let's go.
Saints, as you look around the room at the rest of your party, you hear a soft but firm knock on the door.
Is everyone asleep?
Say again?
Is everyone asleep?
So, yeah, everyone's asleep. The elves are in their meditation.
I'll get up and check to see who it is.
All right. As you kind of crack the door open, you can see the silhouette of Tarkvir standing on the other side of the door. And he just like points towards you and then makes gestures for you to follow him.
I will follow him.
All right. Tarkvir leads you out of the city and towards what looks to be the face of a cliff, kind of on the western side. However, hidden behind one of the crevices, you begin to see the soft glow of a torchlight. The cool scents of the night air begin to be overtaken by the smells of burning incense and herbs. The walls of the crevice are adorned with crude drawings of giants fighting against men, dwarves, and elves. There's depictions of dragons over the top and other creatures that dwarf even the dragon drawings. As you continue into the crevice, you see what appears to be a large bulbous slug sitting in front of a large fire surrounded by piles of herbs and flowers. As you and Tarek approach, you can see that there's gnarled feet sticking from below the fatty folds of this creature. Arms that seem to blend with the mass of flesh, and eventually you can make out the form of a large, very old, balding female giant.
Urok Mos Nadir.
Tarek speaks.
Invis Nai.
The female replies. In your head, you can hear a voice that says,
You must be the outsider that our king speaks of. Fear not, for if our ancestors deem you worthy, no harm will befall you.
Tarkvir bows his head and nods at you before leaving. The voice fills your ears again. Say again.
I was gonna say I waved goodbye.
He just like looks back at you and then just like gives you a nod. You can hear the giant begin to speak again, and then the voice kind of fill your ears.
The secrets of our ancestors' weapons against the gods has almost been lost to time. Very few are chosen to pass on this knowledge, and even fewer want to learn. Peace has made my people soft. Come over here and sit by the fire.
I will do so.
All right. As you approach the fire, the giantess gets up and begins to waddle over to an unadorned section of the wall. Using her large, curled fingernail, she begins drawing in the stone with the sound of, like, nails on chalkboard.
You may have some of this knowledge already. You may have none. Regardless, you'll hear it all. This plane is held together by a web. It connects us. It binds us. There are some with the ability to control it, and others who pervert this web. Curses given by their creators. They're false gods. We fought those gods when they got tired of their playthings and decided to destroy us all and start anew. But we fought back. Some mounted dragons, others gathered armies. We giants searched for our own way. We allowed the living web to teach us. It showed us the marks. Allowing us to enhance ourselves, we grew larger and stronger. It taught us how to create our own markings, harnessing nature itself. When one attempts the marks with bad intention, the web will always fight back. But if the web deems you worthy, your potential will be endless.
She finishes speaking. You can see that she has drawn a new picture on the wall. It appears to be a silhouette resembling a large humanoid with owl-like markings. A giant's rune adorns the forehead, and an additional, smaller owl-shaped silhouette appears inside the chest space of the larger outline.
So, Metal Man, are you ready?
She
Show me the way.
She sits down across from you and plunges her hand into the fire. You can smell flesh burning. You can hear a sound similar to bacon on a frying pan. The fire turns blue, and she removes her still burning hand and waddles over you. She bends down and begins to inscribe something on your head. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
So 23.
A 23. Okay. A pain that you have never felt before invades your mind. You start to see visions of battlefields in front of you. You feel a weightless feeling of flying above head. Bits and pieces, fragments of memories that are not yours. The pain continues as she continues carving into the living metal on your forehead. And eventually, everything goes black. Nim.
Yep.
As you are meditating, your meditations usually just bring peace. They grant you rest. But tonight is different. As you meditate, your mind begins to wander. Memories of a time under the mountain. You're currently standing in water up to your knee in an underground river, hands out, waiting for the perfect time to strike. And as you see the fish coming towards you, you time it up, and as you plunge your hands into the water, the vision turns for just a second. You're in a dark, damp, stone brick room with no light around. And that fist that was just plunging into the water is now beating a figure. And almost the second that the punch connects, the vision flashes back to above the stream and you have a fish in your hand. You go to another memory of a kind of gnarled older elf looking over your shoulder as you are practicing forms. And he's teaching you your Fangs of the Fire Snake, and as you conjure for the first time the flame wreathing around your arm, again the vision fades to a similar stone brick room, completely dark, and your fist plunges into another figure, the flames leaping from your arm to this other person, and you can just hear the screams in the back of your head. Your visions go on like this for the vast majority of your meditation time. Grimm.
Yes.
As you sleep, you find yourself stirring. You can't quite find that peace that you usually do. And as you turn away from the wall and kind of begin to look over the room that you guys are all in, you can feel this sensation, this tingling sensation, as if something is running across your chest, up around your neck, and then something large and flat with spines on the bottom end is suddenly over your mouth and nose. You are unable to breathe, and you hear a voice in your ear that goes, "Hello." Suddenly, your vision is completely engulfed in black, and you find yourself suspended upside down. You can't see anything around you, but out of the darkness, two bright green eyes appear. As your eyes start to adjust to the darkness, you can see a figure, a familiar figure. A large, six-legged feline with two tentacle-like pseudopods that come out of their shoulders.
My baby.
So, Grimm, we've got kind of a problem here.
Hell?
Yeah, it's me, Hungry. Did you forget about me already?
Oh. What's your problem?
Yeah, so, you know how, like, you were supposed to be, feeding Hadar or whatever. He kind of got a little bit pissed off at you, and then it allowed me to infest your little pet here and sent me off to actually discover this boundless source of life or whatever. Yeah.
How was I supposed to know I was supposed to feed him?
Well, it was kind of in the contract, but you should have, read the fine lining or whatever. Anyway, I'm kind of at a dead end here. I've killed lots of people. I've eaten lots of people, and I still can't find this source or whatever. So I figured that because your little rabbit friend here is kind of the one that kicked this whole thing off. So yeah, I think I'm gonna eat him, and I'm gonna just take the knowledge from him right there. So
No, you can't. You can't eat Hareson.
and in the darkness, you can see Lily's other pseudopod come into focus, and you can see Hareson upside down, very similar to you, with the tentacles wrapped around his body.
Whoa, what are you doing?
I told you.
Stop this.
Told you I'm gonna eat him, and I'm gonna find out where this magic comes from. It's gonna be very delicious, very delectable.
Look, we know it has something to do with his little black book, but if you eat him now, we'll never get it.
Okay, so where's the little black book? And the edge of the tentacle starts like rifling through Hareson's pockets and everything in front of you.
Oh, shh.
See, I'm not finding a black book here, so
We burned it.
Nim, as you and Levi continue your meditation, you do notice movement in the room. And you both kind of come to and look, and first thing you notice is Saint is no longer posted by the door. And as you look across to the other giant's bed, you can see where Grimm was laying down is now this inky black, just kind of cloud. And out of the clouds are like these tentacles and pseudopods that are reaching out and grabbing onto Hareson and like pulling him into the darkness.
I'll run over and grab onto Hareson.
Can I resist this?
I would like to also run up with Nim, but I'm not going for Hareson. I'm going to attempt to cut the tentacle.
Okay. Levi, go ahead and make a attack roll. Nim, I would like you to go ahead and make a strength check for me.
Can I like wake up during this? Maybe like
And
can
just
I hear this?
hang on.
I cast hold
14
person.
plus 1 is 13.
A 13 unfortunately does not hit, Levi. And Nim, a 15 unfortunately isn't enough. So, Levi, as you run to go slice the pseudopod, you find yourself falling, but almost as if someone pushed you downstairs and just following into this darkness. Nim, as you go and grab onto Hareson and begin pulling him, the inky black tentacles begin reaching out of the darkness, grabbing onto you and pulling you in as well. As you start to yell and panic, Dez, you and Thracken both wake up.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Grimm, back to your perspective, you can see Lily still standing there with Hungy, and Hungy, it almost seems like he's trying to say something. He's just like, so, what? Hang on, what the fuck? And you see Levi just fall, like, right past you, and then, like, come, like, floating back up to, like, your level. And then back behind you, you hear, like, this, no, no, no! And you look, and you can see Nim with his eyes closed, and his arms out in front of him, just being, like, pulled into this eldritch vision that you're having.
Can I see them now? Like, in
Yes,
here?
you can see them.
Grimm, what is? Okay,
As-
I'm not laughing. Levi is not laughing. Grimm, what is going on?
I don't know.
Wait,
Apparently
so
I
I'm
didn't
not-
feed a door.
So wait, I can see Lily.
Yeah, you can see Lily with the bright green eyes. You can see Hareson hanging upside down, still completely unconscious.
I look at Levi. It's not Lily. It's Hunky.
And Grimm, with Levi and Nim also joining you, you begin to look around, and the space is no longer just this inky black void. It actually looks incredibly familiar to you, except everything is disheveled. Chairs are broken, tables are broken, but it's a room that you spend a whole lot of time in growing up. The only difference is the perspective is that you're still a younger child. Standing next to a table you learned lessons at, a fire pit you heard stories by, a room that you spent the vast majority of your life growing up in. You are in your old living room. If you guys would place yourselves on the board real quick.
Where?
Oh man.
I'm not here, correct?
Oh,
Not yet.
and Clunk is repaired, yeah, for his long rest.
Yeah, I'll say that you took the time to repair Clunk.
Are we all long rested?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I dragged something on board.
Thracken, you're not quite here yet.
Your living room is a little bit scary.
And again, all of you have the small perspective of like a young child. Yep.
What does Clonk look like? Is he tiny?
I mean, you guys are all like your same size. It's like everything else is bigger.
Oh, okay. So you're saying.
Oh, how the hell are you all here with me?
As we go from that perspective, we're gonna jump real quick back to Saint. And Saint, you, even though these visions are all flashing through your mind, you suddenly can hear Nim's voice echoing in the back of your head. No. And it like snaps you out of the kind of trance that you were in. The old giantess is nowhere to be seen. The campfire in front of you is long cold. But you're still in that same kind of crevice in the side of the mountain. The drawings are still on the walls all around you. And as you reach up, you can feel the indents where something has been cut into your forehead.
Ooh. Can I feel what it is?
Make we'll call it investigation with disadvantage, because you're like trying to figure out like a general shape without being able to see it. 16. It's a marking of some sort. And as you're like grabbing onto it, your eyes are drawn to the fresh picture that is cut into the side of the wall. And you can see the rune adorning the drawing. And as you begin to like move your hand around, it appears to mirror what is on the wall.
Oh shit. Okay.
And suddenly, believe it or not, you can read this rune. You can read all of the runes. You can also add to your character sheet, you can now speak and understand giant.
Let's go.
But is the rune of the warrior.
Rune of the warrior. Ooh. Can speak.
We can talk shit about everyone now.
Okay. We're now going to flash back to Dez and Thracken, who are waking up in the room, looking across at this mass of darkness that has just not only consumed Grimm and Hareson, but now Levi and Nim as well.
Thracken, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Oh shoot, I'm muted. Did we see it consume them?
Make a perception check for me.
Me as well?
No, because you were woken by the no-no-nos.
Okay.
For the language, should I
no,
just
no.
put giant or should I put rune of
You can just put giant.
giant? Okay. And what was the other thing?
You can
It's the
speak and understand giant and their runes, so they're
in
writing.
their runes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
the name of that feature, just so I can mark it down.
it's just a
rune of
language
the
that I'm getting you. Oh,
Okay.
the rune is the rune of the warrior.
warrior. Okay. Thank you.
8.
So Thracken, you didn't see anything, but you look over and you can definitely see the massive shadow.
Des, what's that?
You know, I only know one person who does a shadow like that.
Oh, yeah, Grimm. Is he having some kind of episode?
I assume they're inside of it. Something's going on.
Well,
I shout out, Grimm!
There's no response.
I wonder if it's
Can I
like
hear it?
You cannot.
I wonder if it's like when someone has one of them episodes, how they say you not wake them. I wonder
Well-
if it's like that.
Where's Levi then?
Maybe he ate them.
Well, then we gotta get it. We gotta make him throw him up.
Yeah. All right. I got it.
So I guess should we
Stuff the rest
go
of the
inside?
mammoth in. He'll get full and throw up. All right.
That's a good idea. What if we both go inside and he just gets so full that he throws up?
Yeah. Bring the mammoth too, though.
All right, and I grab the whatever's left of the mammoth behind.
Okay, make a strength check for me. That's a lot of food.
This is so fucking silly.
Can I help him?
I love it.
Sure, go for it. Either both of you guys roll or one of you guys make the check with advantage.
Yeah, you make the check with advantage, sir.
Yeah, well, you would make it with advantage, or both of you guys roll.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
He's helping you. He's not doing it for you.
Okay. Should I roll with advantage, or do you want to help?
I'll help.
Alright. I gotta roll a d20, but add +1 to this.
Oh, balls.
So a 15.
Oh shit! Yeah, no, that's not good.
3. Okay. As you guys jump off of your bed and run over to the half a leg of a mammoth remaining, you guys grab onto it and begin dragging it. You can see though that the shadow and the inky tentacles and pseudopods, they're expanding, and they've begun to take up almost the entire half of the room that they're on over there.
Well, Thracken, you ready to go in this thing?
Did we pick it up?
No, you did. You're
Oh.
you're dragging it on the ground. If you're trying to do anything quickly, it's not going to happen quickly. Just dragging it.
Oh well, it doesn't have to be super quick. I just wanted to bring it along and try and make him really full.
I'm back.
Because this is Thraken's understanding of how.
I got you.
Grimm-
I
And
mean,
Dez
yeah,
is just going with it because Dez has no idea how the fuck it works.
no worries. All right. So as you guys grab onto this and begin, pulling it across the the floor, we go back into Grimm's nightmare. So, yeah. I'm probably gonna eat the bunny, and then I'm probably gonna eat your little elf friend over here, because he just tried to cut me. And then you know what? Just out of spite, I might just fucking eat you too, Grimm. Because you're kind of fucking annoying.
I wipe my brow. Safe.
Am I free or am I bound?
You're, tied up and hanging upside down, but you can still talk.
It's like a
Okay.
pancake.
You knock this shit off right now, Hungy.
See, that's the cool thing about not being, attached to you anymore, is all because you say no.
Well, if you're going to say no, then we're going to have to whip your ass. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, you could totally try, but, seems like you're at a bit of a disadvantage at the moment.
I'll give you that. Guys?
Real quick, I would like you guys to all click on your characters again and reroll initiative, because I had 800 freaking initiative orders on mine. Alright, I've got Levi, I've got Grimm, I've got Dez, I've got Saint, I've got Thracken, and I've got Nip. Gucci.
E.
All right, so
Is Ely? I
it's
thought it was
half Hungy and half Lily.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Hungilly.
So as Grimm is currently hanging upside down, Levi, talking shit back and forth to Hungy, you can see that the figure of Hareson is getting closer and closer to their head, and out of the side of Lily's Displacer Beast form of a head, jaws like open up sideways, expectant to grab Hareson.
Ah, fuck. That changes what I was going to do. I'm assuming it's dark as fuck in here.
Yes. Not quite
Okay.
like darkness, but just imagine you're in
Dim
like
light.
a realm of absolutely no light.
Okay, so I am considered in dim light then, at
Sure.
least, right?
Yeah, we'll call it that.
All right. Bonus action. I'm going to I close my right hand as if I'm holding a weapon,
Mhm.
and I just move my hand across and reveal a shadow blade, like cast shadow blade.
Okay.
And I'm doing this as I'm running. Where's Hareson and the tentacle?
Here, I'll call Hareson like right there. About to be consumed.
Okay. I'm going to run up to the tentacle. I'm assuming like probably like right here, I guess.
Mhm.
And I'm going to try to cut Hareson free with an attack.
Okay.
With it.
Go ahead and make your attack roll.
All right. I have advantage on this because we're in dim light. All right. I'll just attack with my dagger. 21.
21 barely hits.
Okay. Back-to-back boss fights. Let's go, boys. All right. I will 2d8 for 12 damage plus sneak attack, which is going to trigger twice because I keep clicking it and it's not sending it. Okay, 3 times. Okay, hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5. 18. So 30 damage. Plus 35 damage.
Very nice. So as you jump up and you stab into this tentacle, you start to drag the Hunter's Apprentice down, like attempting to cut through it, but you notice that it
35
splits.
psychic.
What?
It's 35 psychic. I don't know if that changes anything.
It does not,
Shadow
unfortunately.
Blade.
Cool.
But as the kind of shimmering blade like stays in the air by the tentacle, where you cut in with your knife opens up and a second tentacle like emerges out of it.
Oh, God damn it. So where I hit another, like the wound that I created,
Yep.
a tentacle grew out of it.
Yep.
Okay. And it didn't look like I did shit to that from doing that.
I mean, you got like a lily, like an ethereal like lily yowl. And
Okay,
then-
that's
Oh,
if
go
it
for
yowls, then it can die.
If it yells, it can
I'll just-
die.
I'll just and Harrison's like asleep. Right.
Yeah, Harrison's just dead to the world right now.
I'm going to shout out to Harrison, "Wake up!" You know, I know it's not going to do anything, but you know.
I got you. RP. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's my turn.
All right. It is going to use a legendary action to repelling blast you.
Mm-hmm.
That a spell?
It's an Eldritch Blast.
Technically, no.
I guess I'm
Technically,
12
yes.
does not hit.
Huh?
Or well, you have probably like plus.
How does
fucking 15
yeah?
or shit.
How does a 19 work?
That does hit.
And it doesn't. Okay. You are gonna
A 19 does hit. Oh yeah. Okay. You...
plus 7 is gonna be. You take 16 points of force damage, and you're propelled 15 feet backwards.
Like diagonal?
Yeah, just
Like
whatever.
here?
Sure. Just in a straight line. So from where you cut out, that tentacle like emerges and like opens up into like 5 or 6 other tentacles, and you can see this like greenish black like energy ball appear and hit you in the chest, and it just like throws you head over heels across the room. As you hit the wall with a grunt, Saint, you can hear this faint sound in your earring of Levi like grunt and then groan as he hits the ground.
All right, I'll start sprinting back.
All right, go ahead and make an athletics check for me.
11.
11. Okay. Roll a d4 for me. -1. Okay. So you're looking at 4 rounds to get back right now.
Okay.
You can half that if you want to burn a spell slot each of the rounds for Misty Step.
No.
Okay. So in 4 turns, you will be able to enter the battle.
Sounds good.
All right. With that being said, Grimm, you're up. You are currently grappled and upside down.
Okay, so I believe what I'm gonna do, start off by getting pissed off, and I'm gonna use Misty Step to get out of this grapple.
All right, real quick,
Opposite way.
Grimm, as you go to Misty Step, you feel a force attempting to hold you in place as Hungy's casting Counterspell.
I'm going to counterspell as counterspell.
Okay.
Oh!
So, Counterspell is a level 3, so it's a d20 plus 3 plus 5 on the Charisma is not good at all. It's an 11.
Okay, so 3rd level plus d20 plus 5, so plus 8.
A 16? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
As
plus...
you feel yourself held for just a second, your force of will beats Hungy's force of will, and you find yourself disappear and reappear as first imagined.
He's probably going to be pretty pissed off because I outwilled him, so I think that's 5, 10, 15. Yeah, over here. I'm going to use my action for 2 Eldritch Blasts against him, and I'm not even going to summon Famine. 27?
Hits.
24.
Also hits.
9 damage and 9 damage.
Very nice. So, as you Misty Step out of the tentacles, you jettison yourself across the room, almost slipping on this massive pool of blood that coats the ground. Looking down for just a second and looking up, you have the septograms filling your eyes as you hold your hand up, and the 2 balls of verdant green energy burst out and impact Hungy on the side. Where each of those splits happened, you can see an ethereal like tentacle emerge from Lily's body.
I told you,
So
leave him alone.
You like really fucking annoying the first time, and then now you're just like, oh, I want to kill you so bad, and just want to fucking eat you. Anything else on your turn, Grimm?
I'll go look at him and be like, I'm right fucking here.
Right.
That's
With
it.
that being said, we go back out of the vision to Thracken and Des pulling the meat across the room towards this inky black mess that is filling the room.
I guess we'll just keep running towards it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still trying to get that mammoth in there to make him full.
All right. So Thracken, are you guys entering into the darkness? You guys just tossing the meat into it?
We're like, my plan was to run in all together, like carrying the meat as well. So
Okay.
it's like,
I mean, we're both carrying it, so
All right.
I'm going in too.
Yeah, so you guys drag the meat the other like 20 feet across the room, look at each other. Clonk pops his head up from Dez's back, and with a sigh, goes, "Here we go again." And you guys all jump into the inky blackness, putting you roughly right about here. If you guys would move your tokens. So it takes you a second for your eyes to adjust after it feels like you guys were falling for a couple of seconds, but you land on firm ground, and as you look around, you have like a child's like perspective of this ruined, almost destroyed living room. You can see the displacer beast form of Lily, except probably double the size right now. You can see Hareson upside down, about to be consumed by the side of Lily's face. You can see Nim. You can see Levi up against one of the broken chairs. You wouldn't be able to see Grimm because they're on the other side right now. But Thracken, you've used what, 15 feet of movement? I said. You've got the rest of your turn.
Okay. Well, seeing Hareson, I'm just gonna like Hareson, and I'm just gonna full sprint right into it. We use our bonus action to use aggressive to get within his range, and then we'll just go to town again.
Go for it. Make an attack roll.
All right. These will be reckless. Where are my there's my actions. There they are. There's one roll, 24.
Hits.
There's number 2 roll. Cha-ching.
Jesus Christ.
Oh!
Switching.
Fuck yeah.
Grimm's back.
And on that nat 20, we'll throw the Orcish Fury attack on it.
Okay.
It's just an extra damage die, so we'll do the first attack, which is 18 points on the first one.
Very nice.
And then we'll roll another d8 for the acts of random acts of kindness.
Oh yeah, you actually first swing with that.
A 6 is it's knocked prone.
Oh,
Okay.
Hungy is knocked prone.
So
Okay.
it would normally knock Hungy prone as you go and hit like right at the leg. It cuts the leg off, and you can see the body starting to fall. And then out of the spot where that leg was, like 3 tentacles emerge to stabilize it and lift Hungy back up.
Uh-oh. All right. Let's get to this big smackadoo. Plus 2, 40.
40 points of damage.
Yes.
Still not too shabby.
I will
So-
take it.
After breaking through the first leg, expecting it to fall, where you would have gone to like just crush its head under the Foehammer, you see it not moving down, so you adjust your attack and you come in and actually break the mandible off that was open and like reaching for Hareson. And as the front of the Displacer Beast's face is completely removed from its body, you can see these eldritch like jaws start to grow out of the side.
Okay. So he's still got Hareson wrapped up, right?
Yep.
Okay. It now has disadvantage on attacks against creatures other than myself.
Okay. It is now Hungili's turn. So, as they look towards they look towards you, and then an eyeball appears like on their shoulder looking at Grimm. And you just hear Hungy's voice going, "I really want to eat Grimm, but that kind of hurt just a little bit. So, little one Scar, can't remember your name, but you're gonna die too." As these 3 new tentacles all point towards you, it's gonna be 3 Eldritch Blasts against you.
Ooh, ouchie.
That is gonna be a 22 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That is gonna be a +7, a 19 to hit.
Grace, glancing.
Okay. And a 25 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. 4 plus... It's gonna be 11 points of damage on the first hit.
Okay.
And you are thrown 10 feet back. It is going to be on the graze. 9 halved to 4 points of damage with no repel, and then on the final hit, it is going to be 10 points of damage, and you're thrown another 10 feet back.
Okay, gotcha.
So as the 3 blasts hit you, you like it's like juggling you in the air. Just before you hit the ground, it jumps, it hits you again, and then again and again, and you end up like on your back, wounds like smoking from the force damage. And Lily goes, "Okay, so start with you. Now it's Grimm's turn." With that being said, Nim, you are up. Saint, you're on deck.
I'm gonna activate Fangs of the Fire Snake.
Okay.
And I'm gonna run up, jump, and do like a fucking like tornado kick, and I'm gonna take a little swing at him.
Go for it.
17 plus 8, 30, or 20. I can't math. 25.
25 hits.
I'm also gonna stunning strike.
Go for it.
DC 17 con save.
17. Okay. Did you make your attack roll yet?
You mean my damage?
Yeah. No, your attack roll. Oh yeah, you did. You're rolling actual dice. I was like looking for your roll over here on the side.
Yeah. I'll roll my damage.
It's the rest of your turn, then.
Oh, so she's not stunned, or is she?
No, she
still
burned a
is?
legendary resistance to stay unstunned.
6. That's not gonna fucking hit. 14 plus 8, 22.
22 hits.
Awesome. 9. All right, so 22 damage.
22 points of damage. Very nice. That was just your
I rolled
second
double
strike.
6 on my fangs.
Nice.
What?
That was just your second attack.
That was my third. I missed the second one.
Oh, okay. I got you. So yeah, after that first, you saw like the eldritch form like reassert itself. You weren't quite ready for it, so as you went to do your second kick, you missed. But with the third one, you jump up in the air and like Superman punch square in the center of Lily's face. You can see the skull like crack open, and then smaller tentacles, almost like a mohawk, start to grow out from where you split through the head.
That was my turn.
All right. Saint, would you make another athletics check for me?
Yeah,
11?
another 11.
Okay. So not quite sure what's going on, but just having this bad feeling, this newfound energy inside of you kind of pulses through your body, and every stride that you take almost seems to carry your body double the distance right now. You can feel like the gears inside your legs starting to warm up with the friction, but you keep fighting through it. As you turn the corner, you've been running up this hill. As you turn the corner into the gate, you blow by 2 of the giant guards that are there. They both like cock their head and like look towards you, and they're like, where you going?
I gotta go.
Wait.
Bad things, base, home, bed, and I keep running.
Okay. You go and you run and you make it to the first set of stairs. That's a dash, that's a move, and that's your enhanced ability right now. You have a bonus action if you want to use it.
I don't really know what I can use for my bonus action. That would
Propel
allow
you
me to
30
go
feet further.
I can't dash as a bonus action, right?
No.
Yeah.
Misty.
I
There's
do have
nothing.
Misty Step, but I need the spell slots.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, we'll burn one.
You'll burn one.
I'll burn one.
All right. As you reach the bottom of the steps, you disappear into flame and reappear at the top of the first terrace of steps. And as you continue to run, you can hear the sounds of fighting faintly coming through your earpiece.
I'm confident in my team. They can handle it without me.
With that being said, Dez and Clonk, you're up. Levi, you're on deck.
Okay, so I'm going to send in Clonk first.
Naturally.
Naturally. Yeah, he's got 30 feet of movement, so he's going right here. Okay, and then I will step right here, so 5 feet to the left, and then take a shot.
Go for it.
26.
26 hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
11.
11 points of piercing. Very nice. So you fly up and you look down at your rifle with the newly minted arcane writing on it, and it begins to glow as you take aim, and you can almost see out of the corner of your eye like an x-ray version of your rifle as the round appears in the chamber and is fired through. It goes through Lily's eye and blows out the back of the head, and that just for half a second, that bright green glowing eye fades to black before 6 eyes appear like spider eyes on the side of that face.
Oh. And then how does Levi look? I should also mention I get an extra 2d6 to that. I just forgot.
Go ahead and roll them.
I forgot I have my new thing now. So 5.
5. Very nice. If you would like to burn a bonus action to make a medicine check, you can.
Yes, I'll do that. So, how's Levi look?
With a 5?
Oh, wait.
Make a medicine check.
Sorry. 14.
Sorry, 14. You look over. Levi, would you describe yourself as rough or fine?
I look a little battered, but like you've seen me at this state a lot, and I was fine for a while.
I'll still go ahead and move over by you.
Okay.
I'll use the rest of my movement to stand right here. And that'll be my turn.
Alrighty. At the end of... Clonk moved first, right?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
he did.
So at the end of your turn, Levi, you're up as you kind of pull yourself up out of the broken chair. What are you doing?
Oh, wait, was I prone from the repelling blast, or I just glide
No,
back?
it was just flavor.
All right. I'm going to take off running, do a little sick anime run, and I'm going to curve around this way, and as I get next to Hareson, I'm going to jam my shadow blade into the tentacle of the of Lily, and I'm going to run another 5 feet while dragging it across her tentacle.
Sounds good.
This is also as a booming blade.
All right.
And with advantage, so. Oh my god, come on. Do I get a bonus from Nim?
Yes, +2.
So, glancing blow?
Dirty 20 hits.
Oh, dirty 20? Okay, cool. Alright, my slutty 20 works out for me. Alright, so that is going to be the Shadow Blade. Booming Blade. Okay, I don't know why it's always got to do... Why is it always got to roll all of them? Oh, wait, no, that's the 6. Wait, what? Where's that +3 thing? Okay, whatever. I'm just going to roll a single d8.
It's not like if they move.
Yeah. Okay, 6. So I get 1d8 at this level no matter what. Sneak attack. sneak attack for some reason just does not want to roll off of. So, all right. So 13 plus 6 is 19. 32 plus 5, 36. Yeah, 36 damage.
Is that plus the 6 for your booming blade?
Yeah. So six thunder. Did I say 36? So 20. So 6 thunder, 28. Or no, 30. Psychic.
Okay. So,
Sorry.
as you stab your knife into the tentacle and you begin to rip it across, again, there's like that arcane like shimmer that is left behind from where you first stabbed it in. But as your blade is cutting through the tentacles on your way around, you can see like just these columns of pseudopods and tentacles emerging out of the wound, reaching and grabbing towards you.
That's the mental image I had in my head. Sick. I'm gonna bonus action dash, and we'll just say I just kept running with the blade in all the way to the back.
Okay. Very nice. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Levi, you're really fucking annoying, and that kind of hurts. So, bye. And he's gonna take an Eldritch Blast at you.
It's fine.
As a legendary action. That is a natural 20.
I'm going to use my reaction to make you reroll. Oh wait, no. Can I do it to myself? Do I count as a creature within 60 feet of
You
myself?
are a creature within 60 feet of yourself.
Well,
Then I
wouldn't
will.
it be a disadvantage because you're standing right next to him?
Nope.
I'll have you re-roll it, and I'll give
Okay.
the advantage to. I'll give the advantage to Thracken.
Okay. Do you want to roll it? Do you want me to roll it?
You roll it.
Okay. It's gonna be a 16 plus 7 is 23 to hit.
That hits, but is not a crit.
Sounds good. It's gonna be 9 plus 7 is 16 points of force damage, and you're propelled 10 feet away. So again, as you're running by it, the pseudopods that are spreading out begin just firing eldritch blasts at you. One of them ends up catching you, and for a brief second, you see it completely removing your head from your shoulders. Then, like, blink, and the blast is just being fired, so you manage to turn your head, and it hits you, like, in the back of the head, and flips you up into the air, like, anime style, away from Lily. But your head remains on your shoulders.
Thank God. The horrors I see, guys. You have no idea.
With that being said, Grimm, you're up. Sorry, Thracken, you're on deck.
So, Hareson's still tangled up, right?
Yes, Hareson is still tangled up.
All right. We're gonna start off with action. I'm gonna summon Famine, and then we're going to use 2 sorcery points. We are going to bonus action cast haste on myself.
Oh, fuck.
At that point, I'm gonna run around and try to cut Hareson free.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
God damn it.
An 11, unfortunately, does not hit.
Oh, that's all I got for right now.
All right. With that being said, Thracken... Actually, no. Lily's going to burn a second legendary action to Repelling Blast you, Grimm. That's a natural 19.
Counterspell?
You can counterspell if you want.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll do it.
So it's a d20 plus 3 plus your charisma.
Oh, d20 plus 8.
And you've got to beat a 15.
9 plus 8 is 17.
Is 17, so you beat it. You see one of the tentacles open up, very similar to the way that Famine does. Knowing what is happening, you growl under your breath, and the light from the Eldritch Blast fades.
Stop that!
All right, Thracken, you're up.
All right. So now, I will use my bonus action to rage because I wasn't before, and I misspoke. And we'll get right back in and give it a couple bops. I got advantage on this first one, right?
And
Yes.
+3.
Yep.
Advantage. Yeah, buddy.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay, so now he. Okay, so with this hit, you see a bunch of like spectral orcs, kind of clad in like older gear, garb, linens, clothes, and they just kind of surrounding Hungy, kind of impeding him a little bit. So now he does in fact have disadvantage on attacks, other than me. On everyone other than me.
Ancestral shit.
Yeah. Okay. So 32.
32 points
And-
damage, very nice.
Yep. And we get to random axe gets to strike again.
There you go.
Hey, its AC is reduced by 1 for 1 minute.
Jesus Christ. Sounds good. So as you strike out and the Foehammer makes contact, you can see this blinding light. And suddenly mimicking your movements next to you is an orcish figure that you have not seen for several years. Slightly transparent, grizzled, scarred, with very similar features to your own, however more scars and far grayer hair, looking at you and smiles with a toothy grin. Then merging out of that one, you see a far older, shorter, heavily muscled orc with a maul that you've never seen before in your life. That image splits again, and you see an even more massive form, almost saint size. An orc with one tooth, but the tusk, instead of going up, comes from his top lip and actually goes down through his chin and out the bottom. As these three spectral forms all begin to walk around Lily, you can see that the pseudopods start to try to like attack out at them, and the eyes are appearing all over Lily's body, looking for ways to still acquire targets, but it appears as though the spectral orcs are constantly in the way.
Nice.
You can go ahead and make your second attack.
Fucking perfect.
Oh yeah. Now we won't do reckless on this one. Huh? Maybe we should have. 12 plus 3, 15.
15, unfortunately, does not hit.
Okay. Its AC is reduced by 1.
It is. It still does not hit.
Okay. There's so much shit you gotta keep track of, Ben.
There is. All right. You know what? Yeah. At the end of your turn, Hungy, real quick, looking around all of this, is going to fade into shadow.
Ooh.
And reappear back here.
Was that a? Does that trigger movement blade?
Opportunity.
What?
Does that trigger movement blade?
It does. You moved.
Woo!
Good shit.
So
2d8 thunder. 7 thunder.
7 points of thunder damage. Very nice.
Fuck you, Thunder. You can
Even-
suck my dick.
Even as the form is disappearing into the shadow, that kind of shimmering space in the weave where your blade first struck, just all of a sudden flashes with this bright light, and even though Lily disappears and reappears on the other side, there is part of a tentacle wiggling on the floor.
Hey.
So, you guys are really fucking annoying right now, and you're really fucking pissing me off. So, sorry, Grimm. And, Lily's eyes are going to flash bright green, as she's going to cast Dispel Magic at 4th level.
Ugh.
So, Grimm, your haste is dispelled. I do not know if that works against your Ancestral Guardians.
No. I mean, I guess it's up to you.
I'm looking it up
is
real quick.
Magic, but it's I don't know.
Ancestral.
It just says special warriors appear.
That's not. It says it is not magical.
Cool. Hell yeah.
There you go. So, Grimm, you suddenly feel yourself like you're stuck in mud. But the orcish figures all continue to move with Lily. She's like, wow, Lily, I thought that would work. You guys are kind of fucking annoying. And she's gonna make her attacks with disadvantage against Grimm. That's a natural 1.
No.
That's gonna be a 9.
No.
That one, you're lucky it's at disadvantage. I rolled a 20 and a 17. So there's a 24 hit.
Yeah.
Joe?
He'll get resistance to the damage.
He gets resistance to the damage?
Yeah. So, the trait reads, while raging, the first creature you hit with an attack on your turn has disadvantage on any attack that isn't against you, and when the target hits a creature other than you, that creature has resistance to the damage dealt by the attack.
Very nice. And how long does that last?
While I'm raging.
Okay. This is gonna be fun. All
I'm
right.
assuming
So
that
Grimm,
like, it's
Grimm,
for,
you
like,
take
the
18
attack
halved to 9 points of force damage. What were you saying, Cody? I'm sorry.
I was saying I think that that's worded in the way that it's like they have resistance for the duration of that attack, but that effect of like the disadvantage and getting that resistance is for his whole rage.
I got you. I'm gonna look it up afterwards, just so I know how it works. But this is gonna be super fun. Let me tell you.
I'm looking at it.
All right. So at the end, that was Hungy's turn. Nim, you're up. Saint, you're on deck.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna like look around for him, like, oh, fucking, there he is. Just brought him right back up to him. And I'm gonna try to hit him with another stunning attack.
Go for it.
11 plus, what was it again? 8, 19?
19 hits.
Shit. 17 Constitution save for him.
That's gonna be another failure.
20 damage.
20 points damage. Very nice. So very similarly to the first time that you hit it, you can see that like part of the eldritch form is like ripped off, and you see a smaller, meeker form of Lily underneath. It holds for just a second before the eldritch form reappears as it burns its final legendary resistance.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit it with another stunning strike.
Did you
I'm
roll
gonna,
damage for the? Yeah, I already did the damage. Okay, go
Yeah,
for it.
20.
Make him tackle.
I'm gonna try to just hand knife it, like go straight in.
I got you.
6. That's not gonna hit. Last attack. Ooh, 18. So 26.
26 hits.
And then another Constitution button.
That one's much better. It was a natural 15. Plus 4.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's still quite close.
Hang on, Grimm, what's your con mod?
My Constitution +2, 14.
Okay, so it's a 17. What did it need? What's the DC on your stunning strike name?
Oh, 17.
17 meets it beats.
Oh.
So it's still not stunned, but
Opposite.
it wasn't as
It's
high. It wasn't as high as I
You
thought
don't
it
want
was.
that, though.
Gotcha. Well, 22 damage.
I got you. So, as you you hit it, the stun doesn't work. You miss the second time, but for your third strike, you grab 2 of the pseudopods on either side of its head, like where its ears would be, and you just drive its head down as you pull your knee up. And as you make a connection, it like breaks the bottom jaw into half, and eldritch like tentacles start appearing out of the split. But as the fire like wreaths up the side of Lily's head, you can see it singes off a lot of the tentacles and they drop to the ground. Pungy is starting to lose pieces, if that means anything. Anything else on your turn, Nim?
I'm gonna say, this is the last time you touch that little fucking bunny.
Oh, and by the
No
way,
idea.
when they misty stepped, Hareson just like fell to the ground like a sack of rocks. Just. All right, Saint, you are up. As you are running up the stairs, something like comes over your body, and you start to draw on your forearm as you inscribe the rune for which one did you say you were doing? For might on your forearm. Once you finish the rune off, it glows red, and you can feel your body starting to grow until you're probably about 15 feet tall, and you are able to take these stairs even faster. Go ahead and make another athletics check for me.
It's fucked.
Oh my god.
Oops.
All right. So Saint, as you run up the second set of stairs and you turn the corner, you can see the door of the building that you guys are staying in, and it's like slightly cracked open. By the time you get to this the end of this most recent burst of energy, you're probably about 10 feet away from the door.
All right. That's with the dash, yeah.
It's with your dash. If you wanted to, I don't know, do something with your bonus action, you totally could.
Oh, that's just checks and save it. Oh, fuck, dude, I get advantage. No, there's nothing I can do. Cool, that's all.
You're not gonna do something with your bonus action?
Ooh, not for my last spell slot. No, I'm good.
Okay. All right, but you are in your giant form and you are just outside the door. So, with that, Dez, you are up. Levi, you're on deck.
So, and you keep running away from Clonk, you know? You must be afraid of him. Oh, look at that. Clonk can come and give you a little smack. Clonk's gonna run up and he's gonna take out a little buzzsaw and attempt to start cutting off tentacles as he gets closer.
Go for it.
Okay, so it's a... sorry, I thought I had it and that was not what it was. We'll just go ahead and do Dez's turn while I look for the attack on that.
Okay.
So we're going to shoot with... Actually, first, with Dez, we're going to do a Branding Smite.
Okay.
Level 3. Oh, I didn't mean to do the damage there. And then we're going to go ahead, and that's going to be on the rifle. And we're going to take a little pot shot here.
Go for it.
28 to hit.
The 28 definitely hits.
Alrighty. And then, so I'm rolling this. It's 13 plus the branding smite, which is 3d6. It's 14. Plus the, how many times do I get to use that? Let me make sure real quick. Sorry, this is just a new one that I just
You're
got.
fine. New levels.
Okay. Okay, I can use it 3 more times. It's equal to my intelligence modifier. Okay, so then I'm going to use 2d6 here as the force modifier because it is a magical weapon.
Mhm.
Boom. So another 6 to that. So 33.
33 points of damage. Very nice.
Jesus.
So as you aim and you fire, it's like a tracer going across the room. It catches Lily like in the chest, and a fist-sized hole is like punched into the chest with flames like wreathing around the other side. You can see the round like blow out the back, like right by the tailbone, and about 8 tentacles appear out of the back of the wound.
It being a holy damage, or not holy damage, what do we call it?
Radiant damage?
Radiant damage, yeah. That doesn't change anything?
Unfortunately not.
Oh, man. Okay, and that will be my turn.
Okay. Did you figure Clonk's out yet?
No, I can't seem to find his little fucking thing. He had an attack, but it just has disappeared. In which case, I believe it is a plus... I think it's a +2 to a d20 or something very small. Let me check his strength, because that's what it's modified. Oh, here we go. Found it. 14 doesn't hit.
14 plus 2 is still a 16, which does not.
Okay, that's Clonk's turn. Sorry about that.
All right, so Clonk like waddles over, and as like Clonk is like, the image in my head is like there's a tentacle like hanging down, and Clonk starts using it like a speed bag. He's really not doing a whole lot, but he's acting like he is.
As long
He's
as
like,
you have
and
it.
he stops and like waves at me, and then just keeps going.
Like a kid at their first boxing practice. All right, so Levi, you're up. Grimm, you're on deck.
Would I have noticed the like frail form that was exposed during the stunning strike?
Make a perception check.
Oh, God damn it! A 10.
A 10. It happened real fast. You might have caught like a glimpse of it, but as far as being like, oh, there's something in there.
Hmm. All right. Well, I'm still gonna say it anyway. I'm gonna sprint full speed towards Lily, and I'm gonna say, "Leave Lily alone, you wretched fuck!" And I'm gonna make a booming blade, shadow blade attack with advantage, non-lethal. In regards to, I'm trying to hit the shadow. I'm not trying to hit the Lily inside.
I got you.
Then there's just me shooting everything regardless.
Blowing out assholes.
23.
A 23 hits.
Okay, 2d8 plus 5. Yeah, 36. Plus a 5, 41 damage.
41 points of damage. Levi, how would you like to do this?
Okay, so I'm running up. I had a feeling I was gonna get this. Fucking, how do you want to do this? So I thought about it. I'm gonna run up, and right before I do my attack, very, very casually, I'm gonna say, you know, since the day I heard your annoying voice, I knew you were gonna be a problem. There's only enough room for one annoying sidekick, and I'm going to do the last slash with the shadow blade.
Clock cheers as you say this.
So, Levi, as you run across the room, you jump up and you stab the Hunter's Apprentice into, like, I'd say the upper probably quarter of the figure. As you begin to cut down with the blade, as you jump over the body, you guys can see like this fold begin to like peel off of the back of Lily. All you hear inside of your head, like this screaming, this pain. Everyone that's been inside of one of Grimm's darkness bubbles, it's that same like ethereal screaming all around. It gets to a fever pitch almost before it like bursts your eardrums. And then all of the pseudopods begin like rolling themselves back in, and the creature falls onto its side. As the figure continues to get smaller and smaller and smaller, eventually it's like this kind of fist-sized black symbiotic like ooze. Think like the Venom symbiote from that stupid movie, like sitting on the ground next to an old graying displacer beast whose eyes are half closed, tongue is lolled out, tentacles dropped onto the side. And Grimm, as the weakness fills your body from the spell being removed, you manage to drag yourself over there. About the same time, you guys hear this metallic sound as Saint has finally run through the door and jumped into the dark abyss, landing 15 feet tall right next to you guys.
Holy fuck!
What the fuck did they do to your armor?
You're a giant now!
Hey guys, who are we fighting?
I say in giant. You're a giant now!
I'm just like on my knees with a hand on Lily.
Who are we fighting?
Lily like kind of picks her head up a little bit and like just gives like this meager like meowing sound.
Oh shit, it's Lily.
So Grimm, like this fucking sucks and I hate you and I'm totally telling it all when I get back there. But you guys kind of fought good, so I'll give you that. But yeah, expect to hear from the big guy.
I put famine right through him.
As you do that, the ooze like splits apart and then like just kind of seeps into the ground, turning into a black stain on the floor. Lily, she like very slowly picks up one of her tentacles and like brushes it alongside your face, and kind of looks at you, eyes no longer that glowing green, but just the sad kind of cat eyes. And as the tentacle brushes against your cheek, it drops limply to the ground.
I close her eyes and say, "It's okay, girl."
Okay. And as you close your eyes, this inky black substance begins to go out from your hand across Lily's body. And everywhere that touches begins to dissolve to the ground until the last thing that you have is you're holding like the top of her head, as the head then dissipates into the ground.
I'll never forgive you, Ben.
Well, she's at peace. Hungy might be trouble later, though.
Grimm, as you're looking back and forth to everyone in your group, to the giant form of Saint, you hear this sound coming from the shadow in the corner. And as you look up, you can see a fully regenerated version of Lily, completely made out of shadow, step out of the wall and like cock her head at you before running up and jumping, and as she's in the air, she dissipates through you.
Oh. Ho. Hey
I
now.
give you Ben.
Fuck it.
I'll never forget.
I'm gonna spend the 3 sorcery
2
points and I'm
minutes
gonna
later.
summon my Hound of Ill Omen.
Okay. As you think for half a second, you grab your hand into a fist and just like lift it up like you're picking something heavy up out of the ground. The shadows all begin to coalesce in front of you, and that shadow form of Lily steps up out of the ground, standing in front of you.
I high five one of her tentacles.
She high fives back.
Good
And
to have you
that-
back, girl.
That's where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Hey, nice.